Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play for Syberia. Let's try and get a little bit further in this game here today. Last time we were talking to this guy, and he needs legs.
Hi, it's me again. Can
We
I
need
trouble
to
you a
make
second?
the man some
In
legs.
the situation I am in, nothing would give me greater pleasure.
It's like, where the fuck am I gonna go? I don't got any legs. Is there more questions to ask? No.
Oscar, I am delighted to have met you.
Alright, Oscar.
See you again
is his
soon,
name.
I hope.
Okay.
Yes, Kate Walker.
I forget, do we have a journal or something here? Not really. We have looking. Okay, and right, Hans never actually died. So we got Oscar's card, we got a music cylinder, Validue and voice cylinder, the Varlberg key, and a dialogue notebook that just tells us what we're doing. Okay, oops. Okay, let's see what I can do to make this guy some legs. What's over here? Oh, there's a whole another section here. No, I think that just takes us back to where we were. Shit. Okay. Is there anything here I can deal with? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay. Gotta make the man some legs. I think he's the conductor of the train, right? So I need to get him moving. And this I don't think does anything. Jesus. This takes something off the line and brings it down, but we don't have anything on it, so it's kind of pointless at this particular moment. I see. Thanks for nothing. It's annoying that you have to see the cutscene every single time. Okay. I do not want to deal with that then right now. We need to find a place to put his card. But I don't know where that would be. Is it on the assembly line? Okay, there's a wheel here, so maybe we can do something with this. Okay. That gives us absolutely nothing. I'm gonna guess this is maybe where, like, the finalized part comes off. Okay. Where's, like, the main control station? Is that up the stairs? Maybe up here we can insert his card. Yeah, like maybe here. This looks important. Oh my god, will you run? Jesus Christ. We don't have all day, Kate. Let's go. Let's fucking go! Ah. Oh my god, there's like a million switches though. Fuck. Oh no.
If that's going to work, looks like something's missing.
So that's obviously where his card goes. But, like, what in God's name are we supposed to do with these? Okay, so one light is on. Does that mean only one thing is working out of a possible 6? Oh my god. Okay, well, we are in some trouble here already.
Doesn't look like that works.
I see that.
Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works.
Okay, I'm gonna assume, like, we need all 6 of these lit. So are these, like, the assembly lines, maybe, it's referring to?
Doesn't look like that works.
Or is it the parts of the machine? There's 6 little levers. Run! And I think we just went in the wrong door. And there's 6 assembly lines, right? But we can't inspect any of them, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do, because I can't take a closer look at any of them. I'm assuming that's what it means, though. And this is the only one we can kind of take a close look at. So we got his card in place. And now I gotta figure out what to do with this. And I think there's obviously something that goes along with that dolly over here too. But we can't inspect any of these boxes either. Huh. Because there's nothing, like, something probably comes out here. And I'm assuming we need that in order to progress. Well, maybe we'll take a look outside. Okay, the water wheel's turning. Oh man. This looks kind of important, but there's nothing that I can click on or anything, so... Is there like another side of the building that I can get into? Well, what's this? Is there anything over here? No, it's just an empty... Okay, so this is where it goes into the factory. So I'm assuming we need to do something with this, but what? Because we can't click on anything, but this looks like the track that'll take it into that guy. Okay. So what's up this road again? This is the big train station that we need the conductor for. And what's down this way? What is this? The archives? I don't think we can get in here, right? It's locked?
The door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
So you gotta get in there somehow. And this leads to the garden. Can I climb one of these hedges or something? No? Oh, right, there's a ladder here. But it needs a key. Okay, perfect.
I need a key.
And this is what we got. Okay. Making progress. That's what I like to see. Okay, time to get up on the roof. Up we go! Don't fucking fall and die. Okay. New areas to explore. Hopefully I can find something good in here. It's just going to take us back to where we were. Okay. So we got a bell, we got a journal. Oh, okay. Oh boy. It's going to be a reading episode, people. Sorry. I hope you're ready for it. Grab some coffee. Yesterday something terrible happened. I do not know who to turn to, who to talk to, so I have decided to write it down. You, dear diary, are now my confidant and sole guardian of my secret thoughts. Hans lies in the next room, teetering between life and death, and I am terrified. Oh, the injustice of life. First Mama, then Hans. Please, dear Lord, don't take my little brother away as well. May 15th, 1930. Hans made me promise to keep this a secret, but its burden is too heavy. I know I can tell you, though, dear diary. We discovered a cave in the mountains, a marvelous cavern with ancient paintings on the walls. Only prehistoric man could have painted them because there were depictions of mammoths, which are prehistoric creatures as well, that much I know. I hate mammoths now. It's all because of them and because of that stupid prehistoric children's toy. Why, Hans? Oh, why did you try and take it? And why did I let you climb up there? It's my fault you are in a coma now. Hans, if you die, I do not know how I would ever forgive myself. So I'm assuming they're talking about that incident where he, slipped in the cave and cracked his skull, I'm gonna assume. May 16th. Hans is still not regaining consciousness. Father cannot sleep, and Gertrude cries all day long. Outside, the heat is suffocating, but inside the house is icy cold and dismal. I still have hope, though. I know my brother. I know his strength. He will pull through. He never gives in. May 17th. I cannot think of anything else but Hans. In all my waking and sleeping dreams, I see his fall over and over. I see his head hit the rock and his oh-so-pale face softening. I have taken refuge in the attic. It is the only place where I find any peace, wrapped up in all my memories. May 18th. 5 days have passed since the accident, and Hans has still not opened his eyes. To see him like this is unbearable. Please, God, protect him. Take my life, not his. May 19th. I feel so desperate, so alone. I want to snuggle up in Father's arms, but I dare not. He is just so impassive. Oh, Hans, don't leave me here. May 20th. It has happened. Hans has come back to life. He opened his eyes and uttered my name. My name. Do you realize this is the happiest day of my life? I want to take to the streets and sing, to proclaim my joy to the world. Thank you, oh thank you, God. May 22nd? I don't know why it's like that. That's weird. How wonderful, how beautiful life is. Gertrude and I cannot stop breaking into uncontrollable fits of giggles. Hans even wolfed down his meal today. I knew he was tough, my little brother. Even Father smiled at me today when he said good morning. I'm assuming these are supposed to be teardrops? May 25th. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I'm totally absorbed in Hans' recovery. I have scarcely 5 minutes to myself to return to my refuge and scribble down these words. May 29th. It is very curious. Whether Hans is hungry, thirsty, or if he wants something, he cannot stop saying my name. He can't bear it when I leave him for even an instant. Gertrude thinks that I should move my bed into his room to help him sleep better. I hope that Father will agree. June 2nd. Today was the first day that Hans has left the house. We went for a short walk in the garden, but Hans is still very weak. The doctor said we should be patient and shouldn't rush him. It is so hard, though. I hope so much that life can return to how it once was. June 20th. Hans has been out of his coma for a month now. He still doesn't say much and has difficulty moving. He sits motionless for long periods of time, his eyes wide open as though lost in thought. I have often had to call his name several times before he reacts. Then he will smile, and when he does, the moment is magic for me, and I couldn't possibly be happier. June 22nd. I had to talk to him. The burden was too great. I asked Hans about the accident in the cave to find out what he could remember. He could utter only one word, mammoth, and his eyes glowed so strangely when he said it that he frightened me. September 15th. Ooh, big time gap. I go back to school today, and for the first time in my life I am dreading it. I am afraid of leaving Hans alone. Despite Gertrude's kindness and attention, I have the impression that Hans is much less nervous when I'm there. October 20th. So much larger gaps here now. While I was doing my homework yesterday evening, Hans crept up on me so quietly that he made me jump. He took a pencil and a blank sheet of paper, and curiously he started drawing. It's the first time since his accident he has done anything but daydream. October 28th. Hans scribbles almost excessively. It is all he will do all day long. I feel it annoys father. Nobody else understands. But I can see that Hans is trying to draw mammoths. November 16th. Today is my birthday, and Gertrude has made me an apple pie, my favorite. But father has not returned home for lunch, and Hans doesn't want to leave his room. The best present I could ever have is to see Hans back on the way to recovery. December 25th. Snow is falling. It is so beautiful. January 10th. The doctor visited to examine Hans. He seems happy that my little brother has fully recovered his faculties. It truly is a miracle. I don't understand why he doesn't talk more, though. Why isn't he livelier, like before? February 9th. It is Hans's birthday. Today he's 11 years old. I have the strangest of impressions that actually he has lost 5 years rather than gained one more. Oh, boys. We're going deep into backstory here. February 24th. The doctor has just left. I saw him whispering with father. Their serious expressions worried me awfully. What could they be hiding from me? I am grown up now. At the age of 15, you can understand everything. I am too scared to ask Peter what is happening. March 15th. I've been thinking, and it seems to me that Hans's attitude isn't normal. The shock of the fall and his coma must have had much more serious effects than we first imagined. Hans, my dear brother, what is happening to you? April 4th. I have discovered the truth. Hans is stunted physically and mentally. I eavesdropped on a conversation between the doctor, father, and Gertrude. Gertrude buried her tear-filled eyes in her apron, and father muttered the word retard under his breath. How could he say such a thing? Damn. That's rough. April 13th. It is Easter, and we're on school holidays. This means that I can spend all day with Hans and protect him from father's permanent dark moods. He cannot accept the fact that Hans, his only son, will stay in the state forever. April 14th. It is truly difficult to accept, but it is not Hans's fault. Mine, maybe, but not Hans's. I don't understand how to make father understand. He seems full of hatred for him. It is dreadful. I feel so powerless. May 14th. 1 year. 1 year has gone by, and it feels like an eternity. The situation shows no sign of improvement, neither in terms of Hans's mental health or father's attitude toward him. May 30th. Extraordinary. Father has decided to take Hans to Paris for new tests. He says that only in the French capital will he find truly competent doctors. We must make Hans ready for the great expedition. June 6th. No news from father and Hans, but I remain hopeful. I am sure they will take good care of my little brother. July 15th. They've returned. Hans rushed into my arms and started crying. It took me a long time to calm him down and to get him to sleep. Father is still as taciturn as he was before he left. The French doctors have confirmed the diagnosis. Hans will remain physically and mentally impaired. I am stunned. August 28th. The summer is coming to a close. It has been less stifling than the last. The sun has put color in Hans's cheeks. When I look at him, I have difficulty imagining that he will not change. November 16th. Father still says nothing, and increasingly shuts himself away in his office at the factory. Christmas. Gertrude tells me that love and faith triumph over any science. I lack neither. God be praised. January 12th. Father took Hans to the factory this morning. Hans was so afraid that I accompanied them. Fortunately, father said nothing. I fail to understand why he insisted on bringing him there. January 13th. Father left for the factory with Hans once again this morning. I think he wants to persuade Hans that he could be useful for something. It is his way of resisting fate. February 17th. For a month now, every morning, Hans has gone to work with father at the factory. I'm not exactly sure what he does there, but he seems to enjoy it. I feel my brother's behavior has changed considerably. He is much less capricious. April 14th. I could cry. Hans has made me a present, a small robot mammoth with a trunk that rises and falls. When father saw it, he nodded his head in satisfaction. May 20th. Both Gertrude and father now have their own robot mammoths. Theirs are even more intricate and finely tuned. Little brother is not such a retard after all. October 15th. Hans's mammoths now walk, raise their trunks, and wag their tails. It's incredible. December 22nd. They go back and forth between that and this. I don't get it. I met the head of the factory workshop, Mr. Grips, this morning. He says that for a young lad of 12, Hans is very gifted. It is a shame he only makes elephants. February 11th. Father and Hans were locked in a long discussion yesterday, or should I say Hans was locked in one of father's long monologues. As it is inconceivable that Hans should go to school like other children, Father wants to take him on as a worker at the factory. However, Hans he'll have to stop making his own little devices. Hans's silence, his half-gaping mouth, and staring eyes finally set Father off into a rage. February 12th. I have tried to broach the subject with Hans. I suggested he should obey Father. Learning a craft at the factory is his one chance to do something instructive with his life. He is so gifted and takes so much pleasure in making automatons. He did look like he wasn't listening to me, but I know he'll think about what I said. February 20th. It's not that Hans cannot speak, it's rather that he doesn't want to speak. He uses the least possible words for communication, except with me, but he is still very economical with words. May 15th. Incredible. Hans was not just satisfied with learning how the assembly line works, instead he has completely redesigned it. Father and Monsieur Grips are taking a serious look at his plans. July 10th. Father has wanted to talk to me about my future since I passed my exams. He wants to send me to university because he says my intelligence is astounding. My heart was beating so loud. It is true I do love studying, but I couldn't bear to be away from Hans. Oh, Jesus, did we miss a page? September 2nd. What a ghastly summer. I have been permanently torn between my desire to go to university and my refusal to leave my brother. I talked about it with Hans, but he said nothing. That same evening, I found my own little mammoth broken. October 9th. Hans had another fit of hysterics at dinner again. Father announced that Hans's new assembly line would soon be finished. However, they have removed the automaton parrots that shout orders, as they were deemed superfluous. Hans was livid. He hurled his soup dish to the ground and stormed off to his bedroom. What will happen between the both of them when I am not here? October 17th. Despite my scruples, I am finally leaving. Hans has not talked to me for a week. Father would not understand if I told him why I wanted to stay. My heart is so heavy. Christmas. It is so strange to be home. I had never left home for such a long time before. Once we were alone, Hans did not stop talking. Words just leaped from his mouth. How we laughed at his excitement. He presented me with a delightful little ballerina to replace the mammoth, he told me. I was so touched that I started crying. Distance has done nothing to harm the strong bond between us. September 10th. It is strange to pick up this diary once more. How many years passed? Oh shit, like 4 years. It is strange to pick up this diary once more. At first my impulse was to tear it up, but I resisted and instead succumbed to my second desire, which was to write for a while. I am alone in my attic once more. I have been home for 2 months now, and after a summer spent living with the intense joy of being reunited with my brother, Hans has returned to the factory. Father has aged so, and Gertrude's arthritis causes her terrible pain. September 13th. All in all, these last 4 years have been kind to Father and Hans. Their relationship is less tense. They still do not exchange much conversation, but they now have a thing in common, the factory. I'm even beginning to feel a bit jealous. Silly, really. September 17th. Hans hasn't changed. To help Gertrude, he designed a totally automated kitchen, and Gertrude can't stop moaning at the wooden puppets. Oh, how I adore them. October 9th. I went to go and see Father and Hans at work. I hadn't been to the factory for ages. It is strange how much it has changed. I was very curious to see them set about their tasks. I like Father's new office very much. Hans has a small workshop on the first floor, crammed with the odds and ends, unfinished robots, and designs, exactly as I imagined it, in fact. October 15th. Our factory is working very well. Orders for toys keep coming in, spurred on by the run-up to Christmas. When I was at university and I said my name was Vorarlberg, people would ask me if I had any relation to the Valladolid factory. Now I know the effect that Hans' genius has had on the factory's renown. November 2nd. To make myself useful, I started helping Father set his papers in order. The most extraordinary thing of all is that for the first time ever, I have the impression that 3 of us form a real family. Oh my god, it just goes on. Holy shit. Okay, we're getting there. December 8th. Hans never ceases to surprise me. Between home and the factory, his behavior is so very different. In his workshop, he is serious, concentrated, a proper young man who keeps his eye on everything going on, constantly on the move and in control. One has the impression that each single toy is his very own infant. At home, he turns back into a child once more and is either moody or a happy-go-lucky buffoon. Christmas, the most wonderful Christmas of my whole life. Hans and I could not stop giggling like children beneath Father's disapproving glare. I know that he was only pretending, really. Our hearts are so full of hope. January 5th. Hans came to see me in my bedroom yesterday evening. I felt terribly awkward, terribly ill at ease. I might have guessed. Hans wants to leave. Leave Valladolid, the house and the factory. He wants to go traveling. He doesn't know where to or for how long. That's just like him. I was so shocked that I told him his plans were foolish. He left my room without a word, his head bowed. January 7th. I thought that he wanted to leave because of Father. Not at all. It's because of the mammoths. He wants to go tracking mammoths. I thought he had gotten over his obsession. I know my brother only too well. I wouldn't dream of telling him his quest is useless. It isn't worth it. He will not listen to reason. January 10th. I was so selfish the other evening. I returned to talk to Hans and asked him gently if he was sure of his decision. I already know what the reply is going to be. Nothing will make him change his mind. January 19th. Despite my profound sadness and despair, I must help Hans fulfill the destiny he has chosen and announce the news to Father. I fear the worst. January 24th. The worst was worse than my fears. Father's anger was terrifying. He shut Hans away in his workshop at the factory and has forbidden all visits except from Gertrude, who feeds him. February 1st. Father has decided that Hans should remain locked up for as long as it takes him to abandon his infantile decision. Gertrude tells me that Hans is very despondent yet highly resolute. The worry is driving me mad. February 6th. As soon as Gertrude returns from the factory, I hasten to get news of my little brother. He doesn't say anything. He just fiddles with bits and pieces, she replies every day with a sigh. I have tried desperately to reason with Father, but I know I am just wasting my breath. February 9th. Hans is 18 years old today, and he is all on his own for his birthday. February 20th. In secret, Gertrude delivered to me a small robot from Hans. It's a robot of us as children. It works with a small cylinder punched with tiny holes. I quivered with emotion as I turned the key. The message it gave was simple. He was telling me he loved me very, very much. February 24th. Is that a localization thing? I don't know. Gertrude gave me a different tiny cylinder for today's toy. Hans is truly incredible. He has found a means of communicating between us and alone in total secret. February 27th. My days are spent eagerly awaiting Hans's messages. He has now resolved to run away. He is preparing his escape, like if it was a game. March 6th. Gertrude has returned and she is beside herself. Hans has disappeared. Father has not even deigned to return to the workshop where he locked up his son, nor find out how he managed to escape. He just gave me a black look as if he knew we were up to something behind his back. March 7th. It is beginning to dawn on me that Hans is gone. I miss him so much. Lord, please protect my little brother and watch over him for me. March 11th. With Hans gone, Father now locks himself away night and day at the factory. The house is so gloomy now. March 12th. This morning I caught Father in the drawing room installing a coffin on a trestle. The sight of it made my blood freeze. What on earth is he up to? My questions meet only with stony silence and a permanent black countenance. March 13th. Behind closed curtains, the drawing room with the coffin, surrounded by huge candles, has become a veritable funeral chamber. March 14th. This is ghastly. I have just understood what Father is up to. This morning the priest came to pray before the coffin, and I finally caught on. Father is in mourning for the death of Hans. Father made the priest believe that his son was dead. How could he do such a thing? March 16th. In the madness occasioned by his grief, my father grows ever more cold and calculating. He contacted his old friend, Dr. Schmall, who duly drew up a bona fide death certificate without even seeing the body. I dare not imagine what yarn he spun. March 17th. Hans's funeral will be officially held next Sunday. Father strictly forbade me to attend. This sordid masquerade makes me feel ill, but I cannot denounce the subterfuge, or else I will display my father's mental instability to the world. The shame would kill him, that much is certain. March 23rd. I have to get away. Far, far away. April 23rd. No, I will not leave. I have thought long and hard. My life is here next to my father. He needs me too much now. The factory needs me, because Father is incapable of running it now. Besides, I can only find peace of mind among Hans's robots. And how shall I know when he has sent me new ones if I am not at home to receive them? No, I shall not leave. My destiny is to remain here and keep watch. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to need some water after that one. Holy shit. Exposition overload. My god. Oh, anyone want to read that shit again? Is it in? Oh, whoops. Is it in our personal? Oh my god, it is. Holy fuck. No, thank you. Okay, what else is up there? That can't be the only thing. Okay, what's over here? What do we got? Turn on the light bulb. Click, click. Uh-oh. Jesus Christ. This kid's been up here the whole time.
Mammoth. You draw mammoth for Momo?
Ah, Momo, it's you.
How'd you get in here, you
You
little
scared
shit?
me.
What are you doing in here?
Momo want mammoth picture, like Hans picture.
Sorry, I haven't got a picture of a mammoth with me.
Take paper and pencil and draw mammoth for Momo.
You don't give up easily,
Give
do
him
you?
his picture.
You remember me, don't you?
Oh
I'm
god, we got
Kate.
lots of dialogue.
Draw mammoth for Momo, please.
You must find me a bit rude turning up places uninvited where nobody knows who I am. See, it's kind of my job, you know, to get involved. But don't mind me. Just carry on with what you're doing.
Breaking and
Momo
entering.
not mind. Anna kind, never angry.
That's right. She won't be angry. Not now.
She dead and cold in the ground, kid.
You're a sweet kid, Momo. But I can't draw. Least of all, mammoths.
Draw mammoth easy. Hans draw mammoth. Anna draw mammoth. Kate too.
I mean, maybe I could do a quick squiggle of a box, say,
Oh my
that
god, just
has
draw
a
a
mammoth
mammoth.
inside.
Just draw
No, Momo
four
want
legs
a
and a
real
trunk.
mammoth.
Draw a stick figure.
My goodness, you are one stubborn boy.
Draw a stick figure. He'll be happy with that.
Do
What
you know
about
if Anna
Hans?
came here often with Hans?
Momo want mammoth picture, like Hans picture.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so he's not gonna
Tell
say
me, Momo.
much.
I heard about a cave. You look like a smart little fellow. You wouldn't know where it is, would you?
Draw mammoth for
Okay,
Momo.
he's not
Okay.
gonna do shit.
Here's the deal. I draw you a mammoth, and you tell me about the cave. Okay?
But first, draw mammoth for Momo.
Okay, can I just draw this thing?
Momo, I've got to go now. But see you later, maybe.
Okay, how do I draw this thing? Can I combine it with the ink bottle? No? Oh, Jesus Christ. Where am I supposed to draw this thing? Do I need like a table or something? Is there nothing here? There's literally nothing here. It was just to get the boy here. Oh, for the love of God. You've got to be kidding me. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, how do I draw this thing? Oh. Can I just, like, give it back to him? No. Where am I supposed to draw this? On the desk, maybe? No? Oh, god damn it. There is absolutely nothing up here. Well, that's cool. Okay. Okay, well, I don't know where to draw this thing. I don't know why we can't just set it down on any flat surface and draw it. Can I get in this doorway? Or is it locked too? Of course it is.
The door's locked, but I've still got to get in there.
So all we got was the journal, which doesn't really help us much in the grand scheme of things. Okay, you can get rid of that.
Good morning. You've got a magnificent garden here.
Does she need to say, like, who are you?
Oh, please, don't talk about it. Since my gardener automaton broke down, there are weeds everywhere. You can't imagine how much work it takes me. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. We're not used to doing without our robot help here in Veladiland. But everybody says that we're going to have to get
This
used
is
to
a
it.
terrible butchering of that name. Oh, so you can't even ask her questions. She's just doing her own thing. Okay. Okay, we got head here. Can't go this way. I think I came this way already. Isn't this where I found the key? Yeah, there's the key in there. Okay. Oh, man. Maybe there's, like, a drawing of a mammoth in her office that I need? But then how do I get the assembly line working? Because I have
No point.
absolutely
It's locked.
nothing going on there. Is there anything in the train station? I suppose I could check that. Oh, good lord. Not making a whole lot of progress this video. So there's no way to take the stairs down into this main building here? Is this the train station? Yeah. Like, there's nothing here. It's just fucking barren as shit. And then there's that one janitor.
No need to go down there.
No? Why not? It's just a bridge to the other side, but I'm pretty sure they both lead to the same spot, yeah. Like, the train is the main attraction in this room. Oh, what's this? This is new. I'm assuming this maybe starts the train, but, like... Oh. This is so dumb. But I think we need Oscar in place, because he's the conductor, right? Yeah, okay. That did absolutely nothing. Oh, we got tools here that we can't click on. Huh. Doesn't seem to be a lot going on here.
These shelves look as if they're made for valuable objects.
I don't have these either, unless, like, the cylinder goes here. Oh.
These shelves look as if they're made for valuable objects.
Okay. Sick.
I don't need that for the time being.
Okay. Well, we got rid of those things at least. That's something.
These shelves look as if they're made for valuable objects.
Okay, I don't know what else I'm supposed to put on there. Nothing under the bed. And that's it. Okay. Oh god, okay. So, like, it's gotta be in the main factory. I just have no idea. what is going on with that? Oh my god, it's not that big of a step. Maybe I can make his legs? Like, like, it didn't seem like we had the parts for it. But I don't really know where else to go. There's nothing else we can really do, it seems, as of right now. Yeah, and the first time I played this, I never made it past this section. I'm pretty sure this was, like, the part that stumped me last time. I couldn't figure out what the fuck to do to get this guy's legs back to him. Let's see if there's anything in our office that I missed. Like, I don't really know what it could be, though. Like a power switch or something I need to flip? There's nothing in here? Okay. I'm assuming those maybe go on the train, but I don't think they have anything to do with what we're currently trying to accomplish. Oh, God. Okay, here's a picture of the train, but it doesn't help us any. Here's all our bills.
Oh my gosh. Invoices, invoices, more invoices. I never knew the factory was in such a bad way financially. These last 2 years must have been very hard for Anna Vorarlberg.
Is this the same thing? Oh no, this is... She died writing a letter to Hans. Okay. Undertook production immediately. There's only Oscar left to build, but as you can imagine, his mechanism is complex. You wished me to bring you that cursed prehistoric doll. I wonder if it is still in the cave, and if it is, what state it is in. So we gotta go to the cave and find this mammoth. Okay. What is this guy doing here? That's an ink pot? Okay. I am really at a loss here as to what to do. I might have to consult a guide here. This is, I'm sure, exactly where I got stuck last time, and I'm not sure. Unless it's, like, somewhere not in the factory. But I don't really know what else to do. And then you open up a whole nother can of worms having to go back into town.
Doesn't look like that works.
Okay.
Doesn't look like that works.
No.
Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like that works.
Okay.
Doesn't look like that works.
I'm gonna assume that we maybe have to go somewhere else. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, Christ. What am I missing here? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Okay. So we have to go back up the ladder. Oh, good lord. Yeah, it's a good thing I consulted the guide, because I would have been wandering for a long time. We do not have to leave the factory grounds, thank God. I was kind of on the right track when I said, I think it's... Is it this one? Yeah, I think so. When I said we needed... No, that's the train station. Okay, this one. Why isn't run just the default option? Oh my god, get up there. I was kind of right when I said we needed to find an engraving to make his picture. Well, I was right, but I just have no idea where the engraving is, and turns out it's in a really shitty spot. Keep just squeezing her ass through the window. So, good lord. So this is what this lighted corner is for, apparently. Why you can't just draw a rudimentary mammoth? God, that is so dirty. It just blends right in with the wood. Like, you can barely see that. And this is in 1080p. How is anyone supposed to see that at, like, the native 640 or whatever? Holy shit. No wonder I didn't find that as a kid. That is gross. That's very pixel hunty. That's rough. It's unfortunate, you know. That's what we get with these old games sometimes.
I've got something else I want to ask you.
Momo listening.
I'm sure you're fucking mammoth. Okay.
Do you know if Anna came here often with Hans?
Momo want Mama's picture.
I have
like
it.
Hans' picture.
Can I not give it to him?
Tell me, Momo. I heard about
Or are we
a
supposed
cave.
to ask specifically about this cave?
You look like a smart little fellow. You wouldn't know where it is, would you?
Draw mammoth for Momo.
I did.
Okay, here's the deal. I draw you a mammoth, and you tell me about the cave, okay?
But first, draw mammoth for Momo.
I just did.
Momo, I've got to go now. But see you later, maybe.
How do you give him the paper? Oh, is it a document? Oh, for God's sake. Here, take your picture. Take your engraving on the wall. I have to have him show us back to the camera
Thank
so we
you.
can't see where that paper
Momo
went.
happy. Now follow Momo. Momo show his secret to Kate.
Sick. Okay. Yeah, and right here, I'm pretty sure, is where this is all new to me. Because that is what I could not find as a kid. Was that stupid engraving of a mammoth. So all this is going to be brand new. So hopefully it's exciting.